The Kelso chicken history and physical characteristics. Kelsos are very smart fighters. Unlike other game fowl, Kelsos don't jump into the opponent's knives in the air, but shuffle and weave, or sidestep before launching their own air attack. If a Kelso is first in the air, chances are, the stupid opponent will be jumping into his knives. 1-2 hit and then it's over. As experienced by Roby U. Panis, herself farm manager and in-house lady game fowl gaffer, of the Firebird Gamefarm fame, fighting with white Kelsos. Johnny Jumper, out-and-out Kelsos have been known to be really smart fighters on top of power, speed and multiple shuffle or evasion tactics. Some pundits will say the pure breed ones lack cutting ability, but this is from the old days. Most Kelsos today have already been crossed with good cutters, so they are something to watch out for. The new Kelsos still got the speed and gameness of the purebred Kelsos, but are now deadlier with the cutting and plumage of your preferred cross from whatever game fowl, from brown reds to roundheads or even the sweater. Walter Kelso's originals themselves break high, are multiple shufflers but weak cutters when bred pure from those days when cockers were adamant about bloodline purity. The Kelsos did not gain these amazing game fowl traits themselves from pure line breeding but from crosses with winning game fowl that Mr. Kelso would purchase on the spot, during his days breeding fighters. Look for really good cutting game fowl like roundheads and brown reds or grays which are also game to the core. Kelsos may be both yellow and white-legged but the white-legged ones are preferred by some buyers. Bloodline history. The late Walter Kelso, 1964, bless his soul, from Galveston Island, Texas, a part of the Lone Star State with a semi-tropical climate, was a champion for crossbreeding. To improve strains, in a time when most breeder folks fixated on the tradition of keeping their bloodlines as pure as possible, Kelso handpicked winning game fowl to breed with his stock, something unheard of during his time. Kelso entered game fowl derbies under the name Oleander, a flower shrub, and his fighters were all a series of battlecock crossbreeds. When his good friend John Medigan died in 1942, Kelso and breeder colleague Bill Yoffett inherited all of Medigan's fowl, which included some of the finest clarets, Medigan Greys, and Texas Rangers. Kelso improved his fighters by getting winning stocks to breed with his own. After watching another rooster win, Kelso would buy the winning fighter to breed with his. While other breeders believed that the holy grail of game fowl strains lay in pure stocks, Kelso had different ideas. He wrote, "I immediately began infusing new blood in the Medigan hens." About 1940, during the Orlando tournament, Judge Ed Wilkins of San Antonio, Texas, fought a beautiful light blue typewriter cock that won his first fight easily and was repeated to win a second fight on the same day. Kelso asked for and received this cock. The typewriters are a strain of game fowl created from the cross of a Marsh Butcher cock with two Irish blue hens from James G. Oakley of Alabama. The Butcher family is a cross of Grove Whitehackle, Lawman and Gilkerson, and the Marsh Gray Speeders, which are a combination of the old Santo Domingo Greys from the West Indies island of that name and Burnell Shelton's old Knob Comb Blues. Kelso was more focused on getting new traits to improve performance of any breed he owned than keeping a strain as pure as possible. He mated a new fighter to the sister of his best fighting game fowl. If the cross produced winning fighters, Kelso would add other sisters to the pen. Duke Hulsey offered to let Kelso have any of the clipper cocks he liked. Kelso with Sweater McGinnis handling had met Schlesiner in his deciding fight at 1942 Orlando tournament. Kelso won the fight in the tournament but had been impressed with the quality of the Schlesinger cocks. E.W. Law started these Yankee clippers by crossing his clarets with Dan O'Connell's Albany fowl. This Albany family was made by mating some hens that were Hatch, Foley's Ginger, Roundhead, and maybe some Pine Whitehackle Striker, mostly with a hardy mahogany cock, Jim Thompson mahogany and Carney cross. The Yankee Clipper cock was mated to two of the left-out Kelso hens to produce the original out-and-out cocks that won 85% of their fights in major competition over a 6-year period, 1947 to 1953. These cocks were 1/2 Yankee Clipper, 1/4 Murphy, 1/8 typewriter, 1/8 McClanahan. In Manila, the Firebird Kelso is one of the most prized breeds for infusing red rooster traits into your breeding program. As broodfowl, Firebird Farms owned by Sir B-Boy Enriquez has proven to be the best local provider of birds with a winning heritage and strong track record at big-time competitions. Sir B-Boy himself is known as the Kelso Man of the Philippines, and that says a lot about his farm and his consistent winning percentage at big derby competitions.
Disclaimer: no copyright infringement intended. All music, picture and videos inserted belongs to the rightful owner, for educational, documentary, and entertainment purpose only.